Happy Saturday, friends. We're back. Koi, cheat more to your left, please. Perfect. Hi, Chi. Good morning. And welcome back. It's been 2 weeks again. That's fine. It's cool. It's great. But we back. We in here. I'm looking forward to see who remembers what.
Remember things? That's ridiculous. I'm not the memory hero.
I am, as always. As always, I am DM Daddy RPG. Daddy loves you. Rounding out our week of tabletop shenanigans with everybody's favorite My Hero Academia themed game, Heroes Ascension. We are joined by Jasper, portrayed by Magic Ashley, Ashley the Brick. Well, Ashley the Mage, the Brick. There we go.
The Brick, there you go.
Ashley the Brick. Osiris, portrayed by Koikio TV. If you liked that video, Koi is your guy. And Brad Stream, if you like that new intro music, Koi is your guy.
Koi is your guy, yeah.
I've been saying it for months now. Koikio TV is the truth. Yes. If you need anything for anything, Koi's got you. Jeremy, portrayed by everybody's favorite skeleton, Brad with no R.
Hello.
And Hank, portrayed by 21st Century Balder, aka Edgar, aka Awesome, aka my Orc Bro. Yeah. Tusk Life.
Tusk Life.
Tusk Life.
Guys, how's everybody's week been? Are we ready for today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slowly didn't spend like the last 30 minutes skimming through last 2 week ago video.
Some of you may or may not see a whole bunch of icons up there on the grid map of our starting area and whatnot. Some of you that might have been on. Oh wait, did I not move it to the starting? I didn't.
No, we're still on Norm.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's fine, guys. It's that time. Hope your memories are sharp.
They're
we'll
not.
Start.
Let me scrub to the script again for that.
I know. That's why you're going to go last. Koi, Osiris, tell us some stuff that happened last game.
Met creepy goth kids, befriended creepy goth kids, informed creepy goth kids of the entire situation.
Made a deal with one creepy goth kid.
Maybe.
No, there's no maybe. It happened.
It happened.
Jeremy?
Let's see. Andy's got powers. We've learned that. Apparently copies our powers. Went chasing after Andy when she took my ball I used to escape the food fight and ran into I can't remember his name now.
It's on the screen.
No, it's not.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
It's not on our screens. Nope, there's no names under those people.
Oh my god.
So
I fucking hate you, Roll20.
The Marauder.
The Marauder, yes.
Yeah.
Ran into the Marauder in a broom closet, slammed the door in his face. As he tried to apparently take my soul.
Tried to, but failed. It's the one time I botched that entire game.
Jeremy So Steel, botch. You can't take my soul, it's too awesome.
Can't even blame it on Dolly because she's not even in this game.
I can still blame it on Dolly. In fact, I will. It's Dolly's fault. And let's see here. Hank!
We got our costumes. After 6 episodes of waiting and working with hero support, all of us except for Jeremy and his overly complicated hero outfit that had to back order parts from all over the world, got our costumes.
And Jasper.
And we spent some time going over all the things they could do, and etc.
Right.
Well, we started off the episode last week in the dorms. Mystic Mask getting his soul snatched. Bloody handprints on the window, the TV being unplugged, and somehow being sentient to our interactions.
We cannot be silent.
We cannot be silent.
The Prime Institute will not be denied.
No matter how hard you try.
I tackled Osiris. The first time he went to peer across the veil because he started going towards the window. And then proceeded the following morning to give out his number to Lydia, his new beautiful shadow princess.
Yeah. This new, the new shit. And don't forget, the only other real important thing of note is 2 people got asked to prom.
Yep.
Yeah, meanwhile, Jasper and Jeremy are just...
They're too intimidated by me.
Yeah, sure. Intimidated.
Jeremy's got an ego. What do you want?
You're too much of a limelight kind of person.
Look, I'm too big of a star right now. That's my 91% approval.
the guy who literally tries to take center stage all the time, and then the wallflower, the 2 who haven't been asked out.
It's just.
All right. And we had some preloaded bricks. Hank, You're starting off with 1 injury.
And 1 on my channel.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
And Osiris, you're starting off with an injury. Both of you can thank your fellow classmate, Jasper, for that.
Morning training got extra complicated.
Morning training ended with 2 people getting hit by gun.
We last left off where there was discussion of team up between the Goth Bats and the Unexpected.
I forgot that his last name was Hellstream.
I did not. I remember. I remember that conversation.
So, and off of her clove cigarette. So are you all good to go now, or are we gonna do this team up at a later time?
What time of day is it?
It is nighttime. It was about 9 p.m.
Now's as good as time as any.
Yeah, no time like the present. The longer we wait, the stronger Marauder's going to get.
Just gonna walk over to the fridge, pull out a 64-ounce monster. All right, let's go.
Lifts up like 1 foot and like puts her clove out on like the heel of her boot. Well then, all right. The Goth Bats turn and exit the door.
Gonna get another ball as I gave Andy my other one. I'll just let Andy keep that one.
All right. The Goth Bats start heading through the halls, like looking casual. You'll notice like many people seem to like kind of like part and move out of their way because creepy goth kids, and just emanating that aura of leave us the hell alone.
Completely ruined by Golden Retriever Hank, like in the back. Hey guys, Jeremy, what's going on, buddy? Alice, hey, how was your English class?
They head out to one of the training fields. Past the bleachers that you guys run past all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they are walking off to the right. Off to the right, you know that it's not really anything. It's kind of like a more like wooded, foresty area than it is any kind of building or structure.
Okay. For now, I'm gonna just give my links to the party.
Well, your party consists currently of 7 people.
Well, my team.
Okay.
We'll see what happens later with like if I have to start linking the other team.
Gee, thank you.
Let's see.
Oh, thanks, G.
So yeah, we'll keep following after him. Hank will make small talk kind of until we turn off of the stuff and start heading into the woods, where he's just like, all right, I don't know where we're going or what's going on, but no one else is talking. Maybe I should stop talking.
No, you're fine. And as you guys as they start leading you through the brush and whatnot, everybody give me an investigation roll real quick.
Jesus, Hank.
Good
Everyone
job.
but Jeremy is hyper alert.
No.
Jeremy's just too busy feeling himself. He's too confident. It's fine.
I'm coming down from my freak out. So
from his trauma.
when I was on super alert before, now it's been a while. I've calmed down. I'm just
There's more people now. It's
there's
fine.
more people. I'm not the type. He's like, there's no way.
Still just concerned about Andy having powers now.
All right, so for everybody except for Jeremy, you notice that as you're walking, there's one very short person. Her bangs down in her face, as usual. just leaning against a tree and just staring at you. She's not coming over. She's not engaging. She's off a little bit, but she's clearly watching. There's just the smallest sense of fear washed over what features of her face you are able to see.
I'm gonna nudge Osiris and be like, and then just kind of point at the banged girl.
Hank, take another injury.
Hank, hyper aware, looking up and seeing Foresight off to the side, just walks plumb into a tree.
Yeah, I was literally about to be right into a branch. Artie, just so you know, you only have 1 left.
Until Wednesday, Artie, and then you have 8. If they refresh.
Feel free to use those quickly.
Random brick here, weird.
Jeez. Boom.
Yeah, this Foresight just off in the distance, just watching us, stricken with fear.
Mm-hmm.
Can only imagine what she's seen.
So many sights.
So many. At least 4 of them.
No, someone break Jasper for that.
I mean, if you want to hit me for it, I will go ahead and just not. I won't dodge it.
Anybody gonna go see what Foresight's maybe seen, or are we just sticking with your group?
I'll head over to Foresight.
Just trying to leave room for Osiris to do it, yeah.
No.
No?
He's too engrossed with his new girlfriend.
Singularly focused on where we're going.
Hank will go with Ashley then.
Jasper?
Or with Jasper. God. Crossing.
It's okay.
The coffee hasn't set in yet. I'm sorry, guys.
It's early. It's early over there on the West Coast.
It is.
That's why You have your bags have bags, Edgar. So I can only imagine how tired you
Well,
are.
that's the mascara that I didn't wash off last night. But
All
I
right.
was like, I'll get it in the morning, and then I didn't. So yeah, Hank will
You okay,
walk up to
Forsyth?
Jasper.
I'll be fine.
Really? Because what features of your face I can see are completely covered with fear.
It's. I'll be fine.
Okay. Who's not gonna be fine?
Gestures to you guys.
That's fair. Does it have to do with Marauder?
I'm gonna have a very hard decision to make.
Okay, what outcome of that decision would you make? You personally.
I don't know. It's an impossible decision.
Hank will kind of put his hand on her shoulder and look down at her and say, well, if that's what we've got waiting for us, then I'm glad we've got friends like you looking out for us on the other side. I'm sure we're going to need help when we come back.
She'll like put one of her tiny hands on like Hank's wrist and like give it a small squeeze. You've all been good friends. She'll like sullenly turn and like go back towards campus.
Gonna send a text as I'm walking back over to the group, letting them know that apparently the Foresight said we're gonna have to make an impossible choice. Altering the future.
Hank will look after Foresight for just a moment and just almost as much to himself as anyone else, like not like shouting after her, but just see you at lunch tomorrow. And I kind of turn and join up with the rest of the group again.
Mistress 1296, thank you for the follow.
Ooh.
Oh god, it's Lydia's Twitch account.
Now should be privy to all of Osiris's team.
All right, and clear through some of like the trees, and it looks kind of like maybe some small remains of a foundation of a building. Like everything's been taken down, like it's been like cleared, but like there's like clearly like the pit, and like there was a building here at some point, hidden amongst the trees.
Because Foresight's warning, I'm gonna go ahead. Activate field of vision.
Okay. Goth Bats start like hopping down. Lydia kind of like floats, like her shadows stretch off of her body. Like, so think of it kind of like Doc Ock, how like he uses his limbs to move. She just is using shadows. So it looks like she's floating, but also like grabbing as she's like going down.
Okay.
Just looking over the edge as she's going down. That's really cool.
I'm gonna just drop my link to Osiris, because I feel he's able to protect himself better.
Matt, how far is the drop?
And link a ball and just drop the ball.
Like 30 feet.
Yep. Still not just gonna drop. My luck, this is where I twist my ankle and half speed for the rest of the game.
Watch out for those brick redeems.
Yeah. So drop the ball down and just appear.
Hank will look around for a moment and just be like,
If anybody wants to go, hold out his hand, because I can take one person.
Sure, I'll grab Jeremy's wrist
All right.
to go down. Make it easier.
Yeah, Hank will look down for a moment as everyone's kind of dropping down and be like, should have brought our costumes.
Well,
And he'll kind of like flip around to like finger hang and then drop down.
Ghost hand to help get myself down there.
Sure, not a problem. And you get down there, and the Goth Bats like stop and turn. Like, all right. Be prepared to see some shit, guys.
What was
I'll
this
play
before it got demolished? Like Hank will be looking around.
I don't know. We haven't like explored like the place fully, but what remains looks like some manner of like basement that leads to some secret tunnel from like back like years ago.
And out of character, I don't remember if we asked this last time. Are the Goth Bats all freshmen as well, or are
They
they
are not. They're
upperclassmen?
upperclassmen. They're juniors, seniors.
I remember that Lydia said she was a senior.
That's
Yep.
right, because she'd have to be able to invite. Yeah.
And Hellscream steps forward towards one door built into like the concrete foundation and like pulls it open. It like groans and creaks with like the rust and decay of the
Please just-
outside.
Marty, that is both threatening and amazing for a threat. Keep a sharp eye on the bricks. You never know when they're going to start falling.
And as like the door opens, like it sounds like a gasp, almost like the waft of air that like comes out. It's cold as it washes over you. It's like
It's not terrifying. Cool.
Sorry. Rubbing my arms a little bit to warm them back up a little.
Hank will
Start
look
walking
on
in.
his flashlight and start walking in.
Mm-hmm. Following behind Hank because I don't have a flashlight.
and then Osiris will be the last one.
Yes.
Osiris, as you cross through the threshold of this door, almost right away, you get a sense of a feeling that you haven't felt in months since you came to America. Your power calls to you.
Annoying. I'm gonna try my best to ignore that. You'd notice Osiris kind of like looks uneasy if you look back at him. But, not like too timid to come in, but just like he knows he's not gonna like whatever happens in this place.
Does everybody from the Goth Bats fall in as well?
Oh yeah. Well, one of the Goth Bats, of course, is like leading the way because they're used and familiar to this area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dante is.
And down here in this basement, it looks like this used to be some kind of like common room. Like there's an old like piano off to the side, hasn't been tuned. It's a dilapidated like couch, old CRTV,
God, this is ancient, from, like, the 90s.
PlayStation hooked up to it.
Oh
Christ.
God!
Relic
Wait.
of a bygone age.
Ancient tech.
Ancient technology,
Oh my God!
right, Coy?
Wait,
Right.
show up on camera.
What, this run on a hamster wheel?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hank,
Hank,
look around for a moment
As
he
you're like
sees
shining
that.
your flashlight, as you move around the room, tucked in one of the corners to the back right, it's slightly tattered Prime Institute shirt hanging off a skeleton.
Hank will start for just a moment and just be like,
Thank you for the hydrate.
is there... Did they just leave a skeleton here? What is this? What happened that they would just leave this here?
At the mention of Hank mentioning the skeleton, Jasper's gonna look where he's shining the light and be like, and then just walk over to it. Just gotta check to see if it's real.
How is Jasper checking if it's a real skeleton or not? Because
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
positive
I'm
Jasper...
sniffing it.
You're what?
Sniffing it.
Sniffing. Okay.
Yes, because actual bones have a distinct scent compared to plastic bones.
I dare say Jasper's probably never experienced human bones in their real life. Right?
No, but Jasper has experienced bones.
Yes, it smells like a real skeleton.
That could have been really weird until I tasted it.
Then you'd just be copying Deadly.
Wait, is that... I'm not...
Don't
We're
know.
not going down that rabbit hole. It smells...
Oh my god.
Looks
It
real?
rated. Hold on.
Yay.
You
Nice.
often sniff the dead.
Not always.
Do you encounter the dead? What is going on here? This looks like a lobby or a lounge for like one of the dorms.
I used to hunt back in Arkansas, guys. I'm at least familiar with bones. This is just a different type of bone.
I guess if you say so, that's... It's still, like, this is just off. This is, like, we're like 500 yards from one of the training fields. Like, obviously students can find this. Why would they just leave this here?
Well, I mean, to be fair, and this is hell screaming again, it's like when we first found this place, like, you know, it was like a whole bunch of like, don't open, some locks on the door, so on, so forth.
So they tried to ward people away from it.
Mm-hmm. And it's weird. It's not until like 2 months ago, like, you know, like the door like would not budge like at all.
2 months ago, you say?
Yes, I literally just said that.
So did you guys just try it periodically, or did it open on its own and then you guys found it that way?
Oh no, we just try it periodically, and we're like, oh, how cool would it be? I wonder what's on the other. Yeah. And then one time I was just like, it actually just opened.
Interesting.
I guess depending on what else is in here, it might answer that.
Or what is no longer in here?
Yeah.
As a player, I can make that connection, but would you like me to roll something to see if Jasper can make the connection of 2 months ago? That's when we started school. That's when Mystic Mask came to the school to be a teacher. That's when shit started going weird.
No, you cannot make that connection with your intellect score of 1.
I was gonna ask if you wanted me to use like insight for it, but yeah, intellect makes sense.
Yeah.
Remembering things is intellect.
Does Osiris make that connection? I have an intellect of 3. Can roll if need be.
I will allow you to potentially roll.
Cool. What do you need from me on that? Just intellect roll?
Just click intellect.
Cool.
Anybody else feeling smarty?
No. Never.
I mean, I just got an intellect of 1, so
So, okay, cool.
Wouldn't
Osiris-
much to the
I've
Grizzlies.
just started studying. What do you want from me?
Osiris,
Well, they-
Osiris, you can
thing.
make that connection with that 14.
Okay. Then Osiris is just
Gotcha.
point out, like, So it didn't open until we got here. I assume Mystic Mask, probably the reason.
Everybody give me a will save.
I'd rather not.
Nope. And I don't care what you want.
Hey,
Jesus.
Jasper and Hank are playing fucking blackjack, apparently.
I'll save the fuck out of that will.
Yeah. Cyrus with the +6.
It's a
God
thing.
damn.
It's a thing I do.
That's his thing, guys.
Thing.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
You're like looking around in like the dark area, just like, Where'd
As
Jeremy
a,
go?
as a,
Oh, yay! Do 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 do.
That's in Jeremy a text message. Yeah.
Unable to connect.
Fucking hell.
All right, everyone, hang on a second, and Hank will look around. Are there any active powers going on other than like what I know stem from our group? Like I know Lydia always has powers up. I know I'm familiar with the rest of the Goth Bats at least a little bit.
You know what? We will count magic bullshit as powers. So yes, there is in fact one new active power in the area. Seems like it's centered on the PlayStation, which you did see Jeremy kind of like spazzing about. I was like, oh shit, cool.
Hank will walk up to it. You're like, there's something going on with this console here. Jeremy was fucking with it for a moment before we turned away talking, and fuck it, and he'll reach down and
Touch it?
yeah, try to open the case or whatever, see what game was in it.
Hank disappears from right in front of you.
What in the fucking Jumanji? Osiris, Goth Bats. They just disappeared after touching the PlayStation.
Wow, really? I didn't just see that. Thanks. You're so perceptive and alert.
Good vision's kind of their thing.
Hey, you should go lick it or smell it or something.
So
That one didn't get me joy.
Do I see Jeremy on the other side?
I was gonna
Or
wait
are
to
we
see.
waiting to figure out?
Yeah.
I was gonna wait and see what
You know
everybody
what?
else does.
So we just
Fuck it, I'm gonna go and
ignore
touch it.
that, or oh god, go for it at this point.
Ashley, if you said something, I didn't hear you.
I'm just walking over and pushing the power button on it.
Okay. You touch it, and Jasper disappears.
Up here across the veil and see if I can see him.
You peer across the veil. You don't see them, but this room is full of all kinds of ye old students up in here. And like when you activate it, like all their heads like
Acknowledge them.
swarm.
You can see.
Peering across the veil.
Like, no, thank you. My bad. I'm sorry.
Just jump back. Like, oh.
You anyone that's seen him do, you've never seen him like bring himself back out like that quick.
The only ones around you are the Goth Bats right now.
Yeah.
I thought Jeremy was the name, my bad.
No,
Jeremy
Jeremy failed the will roll.
Oh,
Jeremy's the one who disappeared first.
will save of 17. It's just a lot.
Much to no one's surprise, there's a lot of spirits here. And they're not happy.
The tiny guy, Enrique, like slaps like hell screams like me. It's like, I told you this place is haunted.
Told you.
Yeah.
But no, not me. What do I know? Meanwhile,
Wherever the fuck we are.
Interesting.
push the PlayStation button. Or touch the PlayStation, or interact with the PlayStation in some manner. Like, and like, you hear ye old PlayStation noise of doom. And when the second it gets done playing in your head, like, the world like kind of just like shifts, and you're standing in some kind of wetness. There's all kinds of glowing red and anger all about you.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
What the hell? Jeremy, you okay?
I'm fine. What's up?
No, we were in the basement talking for a moment. We turned around and you were gone.
Yep.
And then something was coming out of or like some kind of energy was coming from the PlayStation. We walked up. I touched it. I guess Jasper touched it.
Y'all started disappearing. I was curious.
Well, better together than alone, and at least Osiris has the Goth Bats with him. And he'll kind of... Do I still have my flashlight?
Mm-hmm.
Hank will start looking around, trying to get a feel for the place. Keep your guard up.
Well, Hank, the first thing you'd notice is you're standing in blood.
Yep.
Don't look down. And Hank will kind of slosh his way to the... I guess to this up here. Like, does this... I can't quite tell from my screen. Does that go off somewhere, or is it just a rock?
It's just a rock. It's just a rock to stand up on.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Matt.
For the higher view and look around.
The deepest is blood.
About like calf.
For everyone or for Jasper?
Like, it's a foot deep.
Okay.
So for Jasper
is the shortest one here.
I am aware.
Hank will kind of sweep the light around. Well, if we want to get out of the pool, looks like there's a path to one side or the other.
Okay.
As you start shining the light around, when you get around like these rocks over here, like spirits start coming out of the walls.
Ha!
Any active powers on them, or are they just spirits? I say just spirits, like Hank is used to dealing with them.
I mean, they have something about them.
As the light kind of passes over them and they phase out of the wall, Hank will be like, shit. West exit it is, guys, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Start,
I was gonna say, someone's not moving.
Well, question, they still linked?
They are.
Okay, cool. Yep. Just going out.
Do they phase into the wall up here once we get out of the pool?
Uh-huh.
Not about to fuck around and find out.
1 second.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
You guys run this way.
Matt has thrown us into two.
Oh, are we moving up or downstream?
Currently, you're moving left.
Well, I'm just saying, it looks like a river, so...
Right? You're moving downstream.
Oh, okay.
Okay, from what it looked like on the previous map, I thought we were getting out of the goo, but
Nope.
seeing as where we're at here, Hank will move to the edge of this and kind of hold his hand up to like, all right, guys, let's get up out of this mess. If we're going to wind up fighting in here, I don't want to be fighting in a river of blood.
Yeah.
Which is the sentence I had to say.
That's probably a good idea. And then I'm gonna accept Hank's offer of a lift.
I'm gonna throw a ball.
Investigation checks.
Oh, fuck.
Now I'm paying attention.
Dang, Jasper. All right, for everybody except for Jasper, who's too caught up in trying to climb up out of the river of blood.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are like looking around, like taking in your surroundings, it's like, oh, there's just a giant skeleton around here. I'm sure that's fine. And then like, as soon as you say that, like kind of like peeking up out of like the blood, you see some skeletons like starting to like stand up.
Hank will just look over at them and be like, no, stay. And then like offer his hand to Jeremy to get you up.
I threw a ball and teleport. I'm gonna boop.
All right.
Okay,
Hank
that's
will
not
pop
where I
himself
put
up.
myself, but okay. Oh, I need to move the map so people know where we are. There we
Do
go.
I risk it for the biscuit and start shooting, or
What? Why is something pulsing?
So from up here, as you guys all like climb up out of the river, is like you'll hear SPIRIT spirit. Let's hear it.
Oh my god.
And you look up, and then it's like not like skeletons, not ghosts. These look like animated zombie corpses of like Prime Institute cheerleaders, just like.
This is amazing.
But I could touch the PlayStation.
What?
You're touching the PlayStation?
I said I should have. I don't want to be meta. I don't want to like. I can't do that. Not yet. I'll let you guys finish your scene.
So they're just up there cheering.
Cheering.
As the skeletons in the river start getting closer to us, he'll look to the other two and be like, well, do we hustle or do we fight?
And as her cheers continue on, more.
Hustle. Hustle is the answer here.
Okay, start going.
yeah, where are we going?
Hank will flash his flashlight up the way here under this spine arch towards the light coming down over here.
So to the left of the map.
Yeah. How I know we kind of climbed up in this space here. How far up is this riverbank, quote unquote? Like
the one that you're on right here?
Yeah, like this. Why am I not? My clicks aren't going through. I don't know. The space under me to the river, like, is it just like a couple feet up? Like, is it really easy to climb up, or are we like higher up now?
It's not really easy to climb up. Like this one over here where you initially, it was like maybe like 2 feet. Up here, it's a higher ridge because it's like a pathway. It's like, however, down here, like the blood just like spills out onto the walkway.
That's awful. Okay. Remind me to be nicer to Osiris. yeah, Hank is essentially kind of like keeping his guard up towards the back where we came from.
Keep going.
Lag, you drawing him that way?
That's the plan. Keep going.
All right, so getting up closer here, going north out of this exit, like, does that look like another exit, or is it just further
That's
down
just
the,
a wall. So,
okay.
so like you're talking like north, like up this way.
Yeah.
That's just a wall. You can either you can go this way, or you could go back the way you came.
Don't like the way we came. I guess we'll keep moving. I want to make sure.
That way.
Well, there is to the west, just not north. Like we can go around the rock. I'm gonna restart.
Hey, you got
20.
You got incoming.
These are skeletons, right, Matt?
Yep.
All right.
I love that I've learned this turn feature.
There we go.
So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start blasting skeletons.
Click the die for Bullet Storm, please. Can you draw your ruler 30 feet away from you?
Yep.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, 15. It's a 30-foot radius. Diameter? Radius? Whatever. It's a 30-foot bubble around you.
So, like those two.
Okay.
Probably the only ones to get hit. So we've been doing it to where like 30 feet, but yeah, that makes sense.
Looks like we also got a power redeem.
Powers to be hurt. Yay!
Chat be evil, man.
I know.
It's not as bad as last night.
It can't be. Already used them all. Already's only got 2.
Hank, take another one.
I guess a stray shot of Bullet Storm.
A stray ricochet.
Yeah.
Gunfire starts going off. Somewhere in the distance, there's like a hellish scream. Not from here in your immediate area, but somewhere in wherever the hell it is you've ended up.
Great.
Something's been drawn.
Oh.
Let's keep it moving, guys.
Yay.
Okay. This will be a fun maneuver. I'm going to teleport to Eagle Eye. Grab Eagle Eye, teleport to Hype Man.
Like, all right. And you guys are going to continue fleeing to the west?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Perfect.
How did the two that Eagle Eye shot react to getting shot? Like, did it knock them down? Did
They crumbled.
break or? Okay.
They crumbled back into the river of blood.
All right.
All right, hold on.
These are sentences that need to be said.
And you said bullets don't work on the dead.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I could have fought them. It wouldn't felt right.
Well,
I don't know what's going on here, but I don't want to get caught in a river fighting legions of skeletons while zombies cheer us. Something's wrong here. Like, beyond the wrongness of this place.
I could have shot the zombies. Would that have made you feel better?
Well, yeah, but you've only got so many bullets, and I don't want to... When we can just leave, let's just leave. Who knows what might be at the end of this tunnel? I'd rather you have your bullets for Marauder if he's in here.
If Marauder's in here, we're fucked without Osiris. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't want to hear it, but I do want to be ready for it.
Short
And
King.
back in the real world.
Short King Enrique. Like looking at everyone. That's just a PlayStation.
I love him. I love him. He's just like, dude. Yeah.
Well, we can't leave him alone. Does this room go anywhere else? Does it open up to anything, or is it just...
There's a couple of doors.
What else is in this place before we all go teleporting to the unknown?
Before we
How
all
much
become
you guys
eternal.
explored it?
Well, laundry room is through that door, and then like some secret tunnel is down that hall. Then like points to one other door. We still can't get that one open.
Where's the secret tunnel lead? Or have you not explored that yet?
All over campus.
Teleport to the unknown it is. Osiris will touch the PlayStation.
What are the odds that secret tunnel leads to the cathedral thing?
No idea.
Nope, not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Like, we're not even there. But, like, just what are the odds?
Son of a bitch. 1 second. Got to copy someone.
Oh, you forgot to copy Enrique?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
God
He's gone forever.
damn it.
He died instantly.
Which of these packs was he in? Too
Drowned
many
in the river of
tokens.
blood.
I think it was this one.
PlayStation does not acknowledge short kings. Must be this high to ride.
Not that one.
Oh, I'm sure Enrique's high, just in a different manner. I dropped my chips on the floor. I still say that was one of the best episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Where the frick? What? There it is. Oh. Enrique. Don't delete them. Copy. Come back over here. Here. Paste. Right. Osiris, are you pressing the PlayStation?
I'll stand next to it and offer them to go first.
They all go first.
Then I will go after. I didn't want to leave them stranded over here alone.
That's fair. That's kind of you.
I'm sure your new girlfriend would have followed you.
I don't know. She seems like the type to be like, he's stupid. I hope he survives.
She went before him.
All right. You all manifest. And off to your left, you hear what sounds like cheerleaders cheering.
Matt.
Can I get... Yeah, we haven't gotten the map.
I know. Well, give me 1 second, guys.
Sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate you calling me out on it.
Matt Map is the Matt equivalent of Sam Cam.
Hey.
And you and the NPCs, because you couldn't go with your own team.
I'm sorry.
You're still cool to hang out with us.
I Listen, I was exploring the area we were in. I'm playing.
So off this way, you hear what sounds like a cacophony of cheerleaders cheering. Talking about spirits. Let's hear it. As spirits start looming towards you.
How do the NPCs react? I mean, the bats.
The bats? Well, Short King scuttles off this way. Like getting some getting some distance. And then like he stops when he gets out of the river of blood. And he just starts like slapping himself. He's like, ugh, ugh.
Oh, you're awake. It ain't getting better.
And as he slaps himself, like the redness from like the wound, like he's still hitting the same spot, but like it's spreading, like he's getting more red. And as like he does that, like his like body starts like getting bigger and it's just like growing and
Yes.
Oh.
Because if you remember when we went over everybody's powers and whatnot, Enrique said I'm a shape changer. Hank's like, what does that mean? It's like, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh, what is his name? Oh.
That's a thing. We could fight these things or we could leave them to their business.
As they continue to like loom closer and closer towards you, Hellscream like approaches from this way and just like lets out a hellish scream.
Get on side. How do the spirits react?
What spirits?
Hey, in that case, ghost punch the spirit over here. The Cyrus just shrugs and
He's like, nah, fuck it. Don't care if they're friendly or not friendly. I'm not dealing with this right now. Where are the other people? It's literally like Hellscream's MO at this point. She's like, no. Mm-mm. All right, roll me a ghost punch.
Sir, keep closing this damn sheet.
I don't know what to do.
Because I'm terrible at life. Let's see. Powers. I know how to do things.
No,
just clear screens and taskbars.
Just roll the ghost punch, like the ranged attack ghost punch.
I was gonna put it up on.
Oh, gotcha.
Chat, yeah, it's cool. I'll just do
12. Yep. Nope.
I was trying to be considerate of chat. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you.
I know this stream struggle.
It's like Lydia will like turn back to Osiris. It's like, so if you had to guess, because there's two ways to go, and your team's not here.
The spirits came from the left, right?
They came from up above.
Up above. Cool.
She appreciates you trying to be considerate, Coy.
Yeah. Is there any clues about like roll an investigation as to which way they may have gone? I imagine not, since they were in the fucking blood.
The river of blood. Unfortunately, because of the river of blood.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, I am going to roll a dice to decide which way to go because I don't want to metagame this. So, odds we go left, evens we're going right.
Oh.
Split the party.
Party's already split. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I guess we'll check to the right.
Cool.
Makes most sense to go upstream anyway if you're investigating where things are coming from.
Huh? Who said we were investigating?
Well, your group is investigating. Their group may be running for their lives.
Until we all decide to just start blasting. Granted,
You're the only one that can blast.
Yeah.
I'll hand someone a gun. They can help shoot.
Your attack is literally the one that makes the most noise. My attack, not so much. Smack.
I mean, I guess I could try throwing a punch. God forbid.
All them skellies are continuing to like just kind of like wade through the blood in the general direction of the living.
Hankel is keeping an eye on them, but like now that Light Switch has brought Eagle Eye, like gonna keep heading west.
The cheer changes. Heck no, we won't go. Heck no, we won't go.
You said that zombie cheerleader, the zombie cheerleaders were over all the way over here on the other side of that merch.
Yep. That is what I said to you.
Okay.
Guys.
I mean, looks similar.
So we just do a fucking circle.
Well, we're going downstream unless this thing is.
Listen, I can only make so many maps. It's not you guys going in a circle. It's just I'm using what panels I have available.
Yeah, I don't think it's running in a circle. We're moving downstream. I don't know how you'd make a.
Magic and bullshit. That's it.
So we're still up on the rocks.
Yes.
Hank will step up kind of the edge and again kind of sweep the light, looking for active powers and other clues.
There is an active power around you.
But it's kind of emanating from everywhere.
Nope. It is kind of emanating from this dark patch up here.
Hank will kind of flash his light up to it. There's definitely something coming from up there. The ghosts appeared. Does this room look exactly the same, or is it just a similar room?
It's a similar room. It is not exactly the same.
Okay. So yeah, Hank will say, be on your guard, but I'm gonna go see what's going on up here.
Henry Forrest.
Okay.
Hank will stop as he hears it. Hello?
No, I'm on.
Featureless face leans forward out of the darkness. Big, toothy smile.
Hank will have his guard like straight up immediately.
You came to me. Marauder steps out of the shadows.
So this is the same guy I saw when I was running with Andy before.
Yep. Hey Jeremy, it's your friend Scythe guy.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
From the descriptions and everything that Osiris has given of Marauder, can I have a pretty?
Oh yeah.
Can I know this is Marauder? Or?
Huh? In fact, Jeremy probably from behind you confirms it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Jeremy hasn't said anything just yet.
Would Jeremy like to say something just yet?
No.
Okay, Hank. You have no backup, but you can assume that it's probably Marauder.
Yeah.
Marauder.
Sorry.
So as he walks up, says, "You came to me." He's like,
currently holding my action.
Hank will fists up and be like, "We came looking for answers, buddy. Stay back."
Completely unafraid of you putting your dukes up, steps forward.
As he... No, Hank doesn't back up. Does he have like his scythe out, or is he just like walking up to like
He's
grab
just
me?
walking up to you.
And the power seems to be emanating from him, or is it still from behind him?
Oh, the power's gone. The second he revealed himself.
He's hiding.
Hank, still guard up, and I'll be in active defense. What did you do to our teacher? What'd you do to Mystic Mask?
Goes to backhand you.
Nope.
And as he goes to backhand, do you want me to roll for initiative and then start shooting him?
Well, I would like to roll my attack first, please.
Okay.
That is not going to beat your active defense. Good shitty roll there. Click your icons, roll initiative. Random bullshit of school.
Oh,
There we go.
I forgot that was the last time we used initiative.
Alright, hold on. So, Eagle Eye, not the 6-1, the 21. Hype Man, not the 8, but the 17. Flag Switch, 21. Okay. Osiris isn't here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. And boom, descending. All right, and it's fight time.
Fight time.
Fight time.
Yeah.
Marauder, phase 1.
Don't say phase 1 like that.
I say what I say.
Next phase, he turns into fucking Melania from Elden Ring.
Marauder is not going to be taking any actions as he holds out his hands and that scythe appears in it. You want to see what I did to your teacher? And Jeremy.
Okay. Well. Okay. This will be either I fail at this or I don't. Okay, we're gonna. So he's holding out the scythe.
He just manifested the scythe.
Yeah. Jeremy's gonna teleport to Hank, and he's gonna make a grab attack at the scythe. Because the imp told them if they got the scythe, we could get his soul back.
This is true.
So that's his, let's see. Grab.
Does not beat his parry.
Do I try a hero point?
Do you want to try a hero point?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll go for a hero point. For a reroll. I want that scythe. Why didn't... I'm giving it a second because I hit the button. I just want to make sure it's not delayed. And I'm about to roll 3 times. Oh, damn it!
You did.
Well, it didn't. It held until I threw it. So that would be an 18 for the actual roll.
Mm-hmm. You have a hold of the scythe with Marauder holding the scythe.
Okay.
Jeremy, take an injury.
Okay.
And Jasper.
I'm gonna just aim.
Okay.
Marauder.
Okay. And Hank?
Hank, seeing Jeremy appear next to him and grabbing his scythe, will say, "We're not afraid of you, villain," and he'll jump up and drop kick him back, purposely trying to like knock him away so that Jeremy keeps hold of the scythe. Jesus Christ. No, I'm gonna hero point it. I only have one, but it's such a cool moment to just fall in the pool of blood like fuck that. There. Jesus. 9.
That 2 that you rolled.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
always in the
misclick on
coolest
the
stuff.
It's okay.
blank there.
Evens or odds, Hank?
We've been doing odds.
Hey,
Hey. Drop kick. Like, let's go of the scythe. Like, willingly almost, it would seem. This is like, and as he drop kicks and is like flung back from the impact, just like as he like falls into the shadows. And is gone.
Not happy about that.
I assume I sense a power as he uses it. Is it stay there, or is it just like a moment and then
It's just a
gone?
moment and then it's gone.
Fuck! Like he'll actually just shout it out. Fuck!
I
Did not
don't-
want to find him down here.
Jeremy,
I don't
take
like how-
Yeah,
take another
I was-
injury.
This thing hurts to hold.
What?
It hurts to hold.
Does it seem to be like
It,
him or cutting him or something like that?
it's almost as if it's sucking the life force out of him.
Hank will be like, fuck it, put it down. Like, we can't help anybody if we're getting killed in here.
Like, come over. Finally.
Go to put it down,
Mhm.
but I link it.
That's the
One.
unexpected DM face.
Yep. Evens or odds, Jeremy?
I mean, no, evens. I always do evens. It's like,
Hey,
As the link is a manifestation of yourself, there's the chance that that could have also continued draining you,
well, if
But-
it did, I was gonna
but it
start
doesn't-
linking a
it-
bunch of stuff.
but it doesn't look like it is.
Okay.
That's what the DM face was for. It's like, oh,
Oh, ooh.
Clever. I like that. 1 second though. Great use of
Just-
your great use of your
just-
power.
Yeah, just in case it gets away from us.
It lay like he laid on the ground and like stepped back, and on the scythe near like where like the rod portion connects, like you guys will see like an eye open up on it, like dart around straight like Soul Calibur style.
I was about to say it's the Soul Calibur.
Oh my god!
Soul Edge.
Gotta get to the edge of soul.
It looks at the three of you. Closes.
Marauder's second form's just nightmare.
All right.
All right. What do we do? Do we keep moving? We've got to find a way out of here. There's got to be a way. Hopefully not just with his magic. And he'll kind of stop and turn to look back at Eagle Eye.
Yes.
Magic
Take a picture. It'll last longer.
bullshit. I don't know. We're in the middle of his magic hell, and you're in the magic class. Any ideas?
Jasper, Magic 101 is not yet covered
Hellscape.
interdimensional travel and portals. You would know based off the syllabus that was supposed to be like a last week of the semester kind of thing.
Just staring back, like, are you seriously asking me this right now?
Yes,
when we've
Ash-
only begun.
Oh, I'm sorry that I didn't know the exact syllabus of the class that I'm not in. I asked you for help as my teammate, but I'll stop bothering you then. Fuck, and he'll snatch up the scythe and walk off.
Oh, no. Jasper's not saying that. It's just the look of...
No, then he'll respond to the look with that.
Yep.
I assume I start taking wins.
Yep. Weird. It's almost like Hank's freaking out. Weird, guys.
Yeah.
So you snatch up the scythe and start heading left?
Yeah, getting close enough as it like drains him and he feels it, he'll just fuck and throw it in front of him.
Good times. Good times. It's starting to make a little more sense why, maybe Mystic Mask was like, no, you can't help me. One second. I forgot to, do one of the maps. So we're just gonna throw that up real quick. Perfect. And over here. Then pop back over here. And
No, Hank's a little frustrated.
map there. And where were we? We were here. We were here with the other group.
Oh no,
That.
That doesn't look menacing.
no,
It's fine.
sir, this is a Wendy's.
Doesn't look like Arby's.
Welcome to Applebee's. Right, Osiris, still no sign of your classmates.
Cool. Is this like a dead end with the creepy wall?
Nope, there's the path going off to the right. But there is a creepy wall up ahead.
I wasn't sure.
You know, giant skulls and bones and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I didn't scroll down. That was my fault.
Is it you?
No, it's fine.
It's pleasant decor.
There is barely any stones to get up out of the river of blood. Everything is just blood and rocks and skulls.
You look back at the Goth Bats. I assume you guys haven't ventured into this area.
Lydia is the only one not in the river of blood, as her shadow limbs are keeping her out of it. No, I cannot say that we have ever stepped foot into bloody death realm. Not gonna lie though, it's a vibe. clove.
It's a vibe.
Cyrus is gonna like stare at her for a minute. Let's keep going. Let's find the others.
Osiris is just slowly falling more and more in love.
Cyrus is just like, I'm gonna propose to her at prom. Enrique is now completely unintelligible as he looms a whopping 8-foot red monster.
That's. I feel pretty good about having that with me.
As he walks, it's like as the rib bones poking out from the river of blood, the giant rib bones, he'll just put out a hand and just snaps it. Just by pushing on it.
I guess we'll just continue on to the right here, unless there's something creepier about the skull than the skull. Than what it is.
Hey kids.
Great.
Hey kids. From the north.
What was that? I'm sorry, I cut out a little bit.
No, from the north, you'll hear, hey kids.
Hey, kids.
Turn and look its direction.
You turn and look its direction. And give me an investigation roll real quick, Osiris.
Got it.
Marauder's just gonna pop out in a white van now.
It looks like there's a face in the wall to the north of you. You'll occasionally see its mouth move, and you'll hear a couple seconds after a bit of a lag. It's kids.
You guys hear that, or is it just me?
They nod in acknowledgement as they are equally also looking at the thing.
Investigate the creepy voice or keep moving. Your guys' call. I don't want to get you involved in something you're not ready for.
Morrigan, when you say that, turns to look at you. Feeling pretty involved. Feeling pretty pulled into some bullshit here, Osiris. Already.
Who brought me here? Walk up to the wall.
It's I'm not trying to involve you guys.
Hey guys, what do we get to see?
All arms fold. Angrily.
The sass.
Nope. That's the wrong one.
Wrong icons.
Wrong copy paste. One second.
This dimension just brings out all of the unkept feelings.
What?
It's almost like it's an extremely stressful nightmare realm.
Osiris is walking through like he's at home. What do you mean?
Yeah, an extremely stressful nightmare realm.
You come walking up, and rising out of the skull in the stone wall, Marauder lands on top of the forehead, the slanted forehead.
Take a half step back. Is this where you reside when you're not tormenting schools?
Just one school.
Pleasant. What did you do to Mystic Mask?
That's a long answer.
I've got plenty of time.
Do you? Make me a dodge roll.
Oh god.
And this is why I had you do an investigation roll. So, obviously there's a face in the wall. That's a given. Right. But if you notice...
Yeah.
Which you did not notice because of that investigation roll. Oh, let's redeem a random hero point for the upcoming shenanigans. Oh, Artie uses their last free one for something nice. 7 harms. Jasper, get a hero point.
Hey, we back up to 3.
And that was a dodge of 17. But this arm comes out of the wall and just snatches you as you start trying to like back up and be smarmy and talk shit. And Marauder just creepily like smiles as he sinks back into the skull. Like, do you? In retort to your, I've got plenty of time. Do you?
Do you?
You're the one that sucked the life force from students.
Okay. If he can hear you, he's no longer responding as he goes into the thing.
Rude.
Rude.
Right.
Yes, because he's just been so much fun.
He's
So
generally a very kind individual.
Yeah, he's been so kind.
So kind, so helpful, and now Artie's using channel points again.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, it's a powers that be hurt random, but there's only... You know what? We'll apply it to the NPCs. That way it's not just default going on to Koi.
Let's just hurt Koi. He's by himself.
2 more again. Perfect. She's already mad about being here. Why not?
He just stray rock hit her in the forehead.
It's just...
Alright, so... Koi, click your icon and roll initiative.
Rather not. I don't want that. Let's see. Why can't I never find initiative on here? There it is.
Oh hey, Marauder's initiative stayed the same. Awesome.
Duh.
Morgan, Enrique, and Hellscream, not Grom.
Can't get everybody in the screen.
Roll.
I just heard the music that's playing for this Matt. That's an excellent choice.
I'm trying to get everybody on the screen. It's not
It's
working.
okay. It's okay. It is okay.
Yeah.
Roll. Okay, so Lydia is the first one. Morgan.
I hope these expendable NPC friends don't die.
Expendable. That's rude.
I mean, in a sense, they are.
My favorite part so far of this is in my notes. It's Osiris and the Goth Bats, like it's some kind of dope.
Dope band name.
Goth band.
Hey, the fan service episodes. One of these days, there might be like a little goth rock band formed at the school. Osiris and the Goth Bats.
Man.
I'm 100% down for that.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and he's got the grapple already established pre-fight.
Yep.
Just say Osiris is there, because that's where the hand that grabbed him is. And Osiris, give me a toughness roll as it just squeezes.
Got it.
Oh, Osiris is knocked out.
Can I hero point that shit?
You can.
You can.
Osiris starts moaning.
17. All right, take 1 injury. Much better than being immediately knocked out.
Immediately go into the... Don't know what that would have been like.
It's like, and we'll find out what happens in that fight later. Moving on to the next scene. Way to fast track combat for me, Koi. Appreciate you.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, Morgan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Morgan runs out, and so she's got the 3 pairs of arms and legs,
Right.
but like the bottom 2 pairs, like all 4 arms go forward, and just like a shit ton of webbing envelops the parts of Osiris that are sticking out from this giant hand. And
Sounds
that's
like a good night.
that is all of her actions. Osiris!
Try to pull myself free, I guess. Like out of the hand. What do I need to roll for that?
Strength.
That's not a good one.
No, it's not! Right, this is the rock. This is the second form. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, go.
I don't get a bonus from those webs.
Well, she hasn't gotten to start.
14?
She hasn't gotten to start pulling yet. Her actions
Yeah.
were the webs
Yeah.
and moving up. Enrique goes leaping through the air at the face, like lands on it, just starts punching.
Get him, Enrique. I believe in you.
Lydia moves up, and the darkness around her, the darkness surrounding like the sides of the rock, all start like creeping into the hand with Osiris. It's just like everybody's gonna try real hard. Hell Scream. 5, 6. Moves up and just starts screaming at the base of the wall where the skull and the arms are attached to.
It is nice.
That's the best they got.
Yeah. Just trying to.
Hey, the Midnight World merch came. Yay, Artie! I'm glad.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy. Everybody's favorite has actually been your characters so far, Artie. So,
Oh, yeah, the funnel cake.
yep, the funnel cake one. All right, and Marauder,
Hang on, I'll be right back.
go for it. Osiris,
Yes.
give me another tough.
You say will?
Tough? I said tough. Take another injury as you continue to get squeezed.
Okay.
Take another roll. Whatever. I'm actually good.
All right, so strength checks. You give me yours, Koi.
Got it.
Hey, digging deep on that one.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and burn Lydia's now too. And between the webs pulling and like the shadows just suddenly like bruh, like trying to like explode
fingers
out,
apart.
explode outward, and your own strength, like Osiris, you are freed from the hand.
Yay.
Pulled right back to the Morgan.
Perfect.
All right, that was that. Enrique's still punching Stoneface. Lydia was the thing. Hell Scream. Still screaming, like stops. Catch breath. Screams again. Marauder is going to, with its giant hands, laughing maniacally the entire time. 1d20. Well, that's a botch, so that's going to miss Osiris and Morrigan as the hand comes slamming down. And then against... Definitely hits Hellscream, though. Hellscream only takes 1 injury. Good job, Hellscream. Alright. Morgan, still having Osiris wrapped up in her webs. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Running away.
Running away, dragging Osiris with her. Osiris.
Ghost punch the face on the way out.
Okay, roll it. Does not beat its parry DC.
We should probably run.
Enrique, still smashing.
Does it look like he's doing damage though?
I mean, there's definitely like cracks forming in the stone skull face thing. Lydia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think we can fight a mountain. Maybe next time don't shit talk the mountain. And you're very welcome, Artie. I'm glad you like them. One final attack does not beat Enraged Enrique's Enragecade.
Enragecade.
And Enrique, realizing everybody's bailing, follows, like leaps back to the group. Effectively out of harm's range of Phase 2 Marauder. The wall stops.
Yeah.
The wall stops its movements and animations. And you just hear.
Now for Phase 3 Marauder.
And we will go ahead and take our first break of the night here, as it's getting close to that time anyway. This is a good leave-off point before we engage in next new scenes. All right, and the three non-goths trapped in Goth World.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Just
a bad
like,
Disney movie from the 90s.
You
At
can
least one of which is freaking out.
you continue to the west, and well, you found the end of the river. It's a crypt
Alright.
cemetery kind of thing.
I'm just constantly, like, right now, just sensing my link that I've left behind.
Nothing got left behind. Hank picked it up and kept walking with it.
Threw
he
it.
said he threw it.
Yeah, he threw it ahead where you
Okay.
guys went. It's
Okay,
here.
Just making sure. You making sure it was here. Okay. Didn't realize it was here. Thought he just, like, threw it on the ground.
No, he said it specifically. He was throwing it ahead.
Okay.
So it's like here.
All right.
Yeah, we still need it, even if it's a life-draining nightmare.
Yeah.
item.
Yep. Nope. That's why I linked it.
Look at my ex.
Hey, Matt.
Hey,
Are any of these gravestones marked?
well,
With
they're
their names?
all of them are marked.
With our names. Just,
That's how I expected him to finish that.
but you gotta go read them first.
Hey, Jasper.
But no,
Technically, Jasper doesn't have to move to read them.
Yeah.
No.
It's a bunch of like random names, and it's like they're all born in like 70s, late 70s, early 80s. All of them died 1994.
Ah. Fantastic.
Do any of the names stand out from the
Oh,
research
God, we're gonna end up in
that,
Prague.
Osiris was doing? The other classmates, like Magic or Mystic Mask's other classmates.
Now, given Osiris's penchant for sharing detailed information, I'm gonna go ahead and say that no, none of these names are familiar to you at all.
Yeah.
Not here.
Nah, I don't know any of these names.
Damn this character.
And of course, Osiris was the one I unlinked before I even came here, so I don't even know he's here.
Just so the chat can see like the entirety of the map, not just where the characters are at.
So
I love that the title of this episode is Danger on the Horizon, but it's been like directly in front of us the whole experience.
Very anime.
so
All right.
So coming in,
idea.
Hank will step in and just for a moment about to step off the stones and then kind of realize the dirt here and step around it.
The dirt.
Oh, I was about to be so happy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nope. This is zombie movie territory. We already had skeletons, and we've already seen zombie skeletons and spirits. We know they're here. No, don't never walk across a grave.
But he's going to move up to try and get a better look at this really big crypt up here and whatever
Well,
statue is in front of it.
we will come out and move around the grave.
All right. The statue is of
Not at the edge.
it's like a man like posed in some kind of like casting magic kind of like stance. Like the mask looks slightly familiar to you. Looks like the same mask that Mystic Mask wears. And underneath the statue on a placard, it's like the ancient one. 1950 to the same year as all the other graves, 1994.
Hank kind of getting a little closer and reading that, he'll turn back to the other two and say, didn't Osiris say the ancient one is what the Marauder used to be? It was the teacher, right, for Mystic Mask?
Maybe.
I think so.
Looking at these other crypts, do they have any names or anything that we recognize?
Nope.
Okay. And there doesn't appear to be any other kind of exit or anything through here?
Nope, this is a 100% dead end.
Dead end.
Come for the RPG, stay for the dad jokes, y'all.
DM Daddy RPG for sure.
Yeah.
Are there any active or latent powers around?
Actually, yes, there's one on this statue of the ancient one.
All right, I'm sensing something from the statue of the ancient one. I think Marauder's going to play his old jack-in-the-box bullshit again.
Maybe.
Well, I'm going to go check it out, and if that lipless fuck shows his face, blast it off.
As
Yeah,
you
go get closer.
approach, the head of the statue turns, like its eyes like turn golden.
Yay.
It's just staring at me, or
Hello, Hank Forrest.
hello? Who are you?
Does it know your name?
I am the ancient one.
Hank will look back at Jasper and be like, "Come on, we're famous."
Among the dead, apparently, too.
I'm loving the new confidence. Come on, we're famous.
Hank will look back at the statue. Can you tell us what's happening here? We're putting small pieces together, trying to save Mystic Mask.
You have stumbled into the Marauder's realm.
So who is the Marauder? from everything we discovered, it sounded like something you had done to your students back in '94.
Hi, Ashley.
Rude.
Like I said, we don't have all the pieces.
I did not harm any of my students. I was only able to save one of them.
So who is Marauder? How do we stop him?
What is Marauder? And as far as how can you stop him, which one of you is gifted in the gifts of ancient mysteries and knowledges?
That's gonna be Osiris.
He's not with us. We got pulled in here. We've been trying to find our way out. Hank will turn and point at the side that's, back here on the rocks. We managed to get that away from Marauder. Someone had told us we could use it to
The eyes
to
will
heal what he'd done to
The
Mr.
eyes will
Mask.
look past you. Like that might be an inaccurate statement. You may have it. I do not deny that.
Yeah, he definitely didn't seem like we wrestled it away from him.
That is the scythe of Solange. It's actually capable of reaping the spiritual essence off of living beings.
Yeah, you can feel it sucking the life, the energy out of you when you hold it.
The spirit of living beings.
Any way to protect ourselves from that so we don't have to just constantly throw the thing?
Oh yes, absolutely. You see, if you have these components and you do this chanting, this specific spell for about 5 minutes while enveloped into the circle of protection, you would be able to protect yourself from such attacks, yes.
So that's going to be a no for me. Jeremy's just like, that's going to be a no for me.
We're still freshmen. We're just trying to help our teacher.
Yeah.
Like, used that on Mystic Mask. He's in a coma.
I'm not attempting to be rude. You are asking me questions. I am giving you the answer.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ashley, were you trying to say something? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was just agreeing with the statue. Like, yeah, he's not trying to be rude. He did give us answers to what we asked.
Hank will kind of nod for a moment. He'll pull out his phone. I know it says it has no signal, but he'll pull up a notes app.
Okay.
Could you go over those again?
Just gonna
Take him down.
First, you must be within the ritual of protection. And for 5 minutes, if you chant the chant gives name of random arcane bullshit here. Gives you an actual name. I'm not pulling that out of the fucking ether right now. My ADHD brain's too strong.
It's fine.
Yeah, the soul binding or something like that.
You would be able. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. You would be able to protect yourself from the draining essences of the Scythe of Solange.
And what were the components you said we needed again?
Gives you a list of components.
All right, well, maybe if we take this and that information to the teacher, or like one of the other teachers on campus, we can get what's done to him reversed.
Oh no,
What about-
that is a preventative measure.
Yeah, that's so that we can hold the scythe.
Yeah.
Not so that we can get the soul out.
Speaking
So
of
what-
souls, do you know any way to put a soul back in a body?
Yes, if you're able to get the astral presence near the physical form once more, you could use any number of various ritual or magical practices to replace the soul. My personal,
know what
my
Marauder
personal
does with
favorite would be the chakra point strikes of Asmodeus.
Hankleby, Asmodeus. Do you know what happens to the soul that gets reaped from this? Does Marauder bind it, put it somewhere?
It is usually, if my studies and if I remember correctly, which I always remember correctly, he places it within the infernal heart, and once enough souls find their way into it, he is able to bring all of what laid before you to our realm.
Ooh.
That heart's probably around here somewhere. Please tell me it's as simple as smashing it to stop him.
Infernal hearts, unfortunately, are much more complicated than that.
The bullets aren't gonna work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can smash it and it will stop all progress that he has done to this point. But you will lose every soul that's been put into it.
Smashing it's off the table then.
Yeah.
The only way to truly dispose of the infernal heart would be to place the soul of the one that casted it into it.
Matt, you got a hero point redeem? I do. Anyway.
I was about to say, I don't. I'm looking at my chat. Jeremy, get a hero point.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay, what? Since you said what is wrong, what?
Hank, get a hero point.
Oh,
What is he?
Yeah.
Well, if you continue your studies, young Jasper, you'll find that most realms have some manner of master or ruler or leader. Marauder is the keeper of this realm. He wishes to see its terror grow and spread.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's probably not an easy way to do that, to stop him.
Destroy the infernal heart to keep the realm from spreading.
But then we lose all the souls inside of it.
unless we put his soul into it.
If you smash the infernal heart, you lose all of the souls. And he has to start over.
Well, we have his toy for now, at least.
And you said we have to put his soul in it?
Yes.
If we do that, like if we use that against him, maybe we can pull his soul out somehow and force it into the soul, or into the infernal heart.
Hank, Jasper, Foresight's little words of warning suddenly start sinking in a bit.
That means one of us is going to have to hold this damn scythe and use it on him.
Shit. I've been training hand to hand, but
With what knowledge we have about Osiris's quirk, I kind of wish he was here.
Ancient One, do you know a way out of this realm, or do we have to defeat him here and now?
I can send you to safety if you do not feel comfortable or safe here.
Before we decide on that one,
Should you wish to depart, just let me know. And
I'll keep that one.
a little glowing circle, a golden, bright, warm, inviting circle appears here to the left of him. In fact... Oh, no, not that one. Yeah, this'll work.
What happens to you and the other spirits? And he'll kind of like gesture to the other graves that are here. If we destroy that infernal heart, does that release you?
Depends on how you destroy it.
Well, that kind of answers that question.
We are long since past. We
That
are
doesn't mean you should love
we
me.
are stuck here, no matter which you decide.
Even if we destroy him and free the souls he's put into it,
We
you're
have no
trapped here?
physical body to return to. Our bodies have
Wouldn't
long
happen
since
if-
passed and decayed.
You wouldn't happen to know if anyone else came after we came into this realm, would you? Fingers crossed.
I'm trapped in this graveyard.
Hank will kind of turn to the two of them and say, much as I do not want to go back into that realm, I still got that whole other side we haven't explored. Who knows what else we might find there?
True. And one of us will have to carry the scythe to take it there.
Well, I mean, true, but one of us can move great distances in a single
Let me see
move.
something.
So,
Hank will
True.
kind of walk around again, coming up to where the side that landed.
Mhm.
Uh,
I believe
I'm
I
looking down
pinged
at it.
right here where the scythe landed.
fuck.
I believe that is where I pinged earlier.
Yeah, it was definitely on the dirt. Hank will look up at the Ancient One and say, "Can I loop a shirt around it or tie a rope around it? Can I drag it, or is just being connected to it enough?"
I've never handled the scythe. I cannot answer that question.
If that's the route we're gonna go down, I really wish you had your micro cord right now so you could pull it off of that. Because I don't trust that dirt.
Children, this is a safe space.
okay.
Well, okay.
Jeremy just believes him. Starts
Yeah.
walking towards it.
Walks onto the dirt. Nothing bad happens to Jeremy.
Okay.
Pardon us for being paranoid.
It's a safe space. Cool.
Your apologies are not required or necessary. But thank you just the same.
Hank will pull his shirt off and kind of like tie a loop in one of the sleeves.
Well,
And
Hank, I have an idea for that.
what's up?
And Jasper will take off the empty rifle holster,
Mhm.
and hand it to you. What if you put it in, wrap the handle up and a shirt, and then put it in this? to make it carrying it a little easier.
It's worth a shot. And he'll, between the rifle holster and the shirt that he's got, try to maneuver this thing into a carrying handle that we don't have to, like, hold it.
You go to wrap it in the shirt. It is sucking through the shirt.
I'll take the wound as I stuff it into the holster.
Mm-hmm.
Grit his teeth. And then go to pick up the holster, or the carrying case.
Okay.
All right. So
Does the
problem
carrying
one
case
solved.
contain it?
We'll find out in a bit.
That's gonna make us roll for it. All right. So carrying it temporarily solved. We're definitely gonna have to remember where this is.
So far, it's just left.
Right, left. Thank God for those maze skills. Always go left. Then like now we have to go right.
Hank will look up and kind of look at the statue of the Ancient One. Thank you for your help. And, hopefully we'll see you again soon to get out of here.
I will be waiting.
Hank will shoulder the rifle case and head back.
And as you guys go to depart, after enough time has passed, Hank take another injury.
So it slowed it. Good.
As we're getting close, Hank will actually kind of stumble into the wall here.
You okay, Hank?
The case has slowed it, but it's not stopped. We gotta hurry.
Well, then drop it.
Yeah, here, I'll take it. I'm the only one who hasn't
Well, or
been affected
just
by that thing.
or make essentially a teleport chain I can go to, one to the other, and then drop it again.
Just so chat can see all of this wonderful, happy map.
Good news, we found the thing. We didn't find it, but we found it.
All right, and Osiris, as you and the Goth Bats can continue wandering to the right.
Yeah.
Hey, there's... That's a place. Doors nice, wide, and open for you.
Yeah. Doesn't look menacing at all. No, not nearly as menacing as the space skeleton in the wall. Does this path continue off to the right, or is this like the end of this path?
This is the end of this path.
Alright, just wanted to clarify. Well, the doors are open. Maybe this is where the rest of them went.
Starting to ease their way up out of the goo. A full-on horde. I'm just grabbing random undead tokens and just dragging, not even looking.
When you say horror, they just keep growing. How many?
Right now, this many.
I don't like that qualifier.
Right.
Osiris, your powers continues calling to you. As obviously all of these undead things continue to like rise up out of the blood.
Visibly annoyed. Are we fighting these things, or are we just gonna leave them? Asking towards Lydia, I guess.
Enrique, sick. Enrage Cade charges.
Enrage Cade.
And Lydia will start moving up towards the door as Enrique goes to engage all the things.
I'll look back towards him engaging those, and then back to Lydia and just follow her.
Yep. Dante stays behind. Morgan follows you and Lydia.
Cool.
It's almost like this team has planned tactics and practices and knows what to do.
What is this like?
Yeah, it's almost like that.
You guys let me know if you need any backup.
Fucking juniors. And then,
Juniors and their senior leader. How dare they?
right?
Yeah.
How dare they have How dare they have experience working together?
Right.
All right, and they will keep on keeping on.
Good deal. Let's go see what's behind that door.
Copy. This is fine.
Everything is on fire.
And through the door, up ahead, looks like some kind of palace, chamber thing.
Is that a throne up there?
It's definitely a throne up there. And you hear an odd sound of thum thum, thum thum, thum thum. Like, just all throughout this chamber.
Well, we've come this far, might as well see what that's about. So, enter the chamber.
So you enter the chamber. Come back here where I have all the tokens preloaded. Then come back over.
I just saw Ashley's comment. No, in fact, he fully thinks you're stupid enough to go in there.
As a matter of fact, he 100% believes you'd be dumb enough to do that.
Okay, Jasper, maybe. But Jeremy? He's at least somewhat sensible.
He's grown to appreciate you guys, but he doesn't think you're smart.
I think we have at least a little common sense between the three of us.
It's a character flaw with him. It's not you.
He's used to being let down by people. What can we say?
I mean, Jeremy would totally go in, but have an exit.
Right.
Then again, to be fair, common sense doesn't seem to go very far, considering two of us willingly touched the PlayStation that made Jeremy disappear.
Yeah.
That's how this
Oh, yeah.
party split all started.
Yeah.
Didn't want him to be in there alone.
I kind of wish we had left him alone now.
Rude.
All right, Osiris, give me investigation.
Right. Investigation. Go. Fuck.
Everything's on fire. You're not really seeing much of anything. Sitting up ahead on the throne is Marauder, it looks like. There's a large pit in front of him.
Does he respond at all to me, like, being right here?
Nope. I mean, he clearly sees you. You see that lipless smile, like, starts spreading again. Lydia and Morgan get to the bridge of fire,
Yeah.
and then like the bridge just like goes away and they fall into the flames.
Do I have time to react and grab one of them?
One of them. Which one?
Morgana. Because I think Lydia can save herself.
The Morgan? Oh, you
Yeah,
think
I
the
think-
shadows will be fine in the fire and bright light? Cool.
Oh,
Bright,
shit.
bold move, Cotton.
Sure.
You called
That's-
Morgan.
Yes, clearly, don't save your girlfriend. Save her friend.
I save her. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to it because either Lydia's gonna be okay, or Morgan can like web her as I grab her to keep her from falling. So I think it's the right call either way. What do I need to roll?
I will need a ghost hand.
Cool. So just like roll a ghost punch, I guess.
Yep.
Don't forget you could extra effort and do 2 grabs.
Could I do that? Is that a thing I could do?
That is a thing you can do, but it will, however, leave you exhausted.
I'll do it. I don't care. Save them both.
Okay.
The good rolls for Lydia.
Hey,
Good roll for Lydia.
So as they're falling, just ghost hands out and grab both of them, pull them up to safety.
Lydia is clearly scorched and she's like rubbing, and like for the first time you're seeing like where she's always been a black figure, it looks like, except for when you saw her in like the ghost world.
Right.
It's like there's like patches of like burned actual skin, not shadow, where like the burns had happened on her body.
Are you all right? I'm sorry, that was close. That was my fault. I should have acted quicker.
I'll live. Am I all right? No, burned, but I'll live. And like gentle velvety glove touch to Osiris's cheek.
We'll discuss punishments for your failure later.
yes.
All right, so I'm exhausted. Noted.
You could use a hero point to clear that.
Yes, burn your hero point. Burn your one remaining hero point.
Not this early.
Please just burn that one remaining hero point for me.
Oh.
You'll be fine.
You don't need it.
You don't need it. It's fine.
You're just going against your father. I mean,
Your father.
Start to approach Marauder. What is this place exactly? I assume that beating is still going on.
Oh yeah, in fact it's getting closer as you approach the pit.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll come like right here-ish.
Give me another investigation.
Stop closing the character sheet.
You should definitely stop closing the character sheet.
Don't forget you can pop it out to make it a separate tab.
Ah, yeah, I should do that. Thank you. I always forget that.
That way it's more map I can cover.
thanks.
Perfect.
Ah,
Off to the left, tied to a pillar, it looks like you see Mystic Mask.
Is he unconscious or is he like...
He is actively being tortured. And there's just an array of like specters and ghosts and other Prime Institute former students. It just looks like just taking their turn. Like, remember in Naruto when Kakashi was trapped in that nightmare realm and just kept getting like stabbed over and over and over and over? It's that. That's happening to Mystic Mask right now.
Fun times.
What is your obsession with Mask? Just let him go.
Never let him go.
What did he do to you? Seriously.
He escaped. No one escapes.
And it took you this long to get him back. Seems like a failure on your part.
Gestures. I have all of time.
Until we kill you. I mean, seriously. You're a little outnumbered here.
Oh.
Gestures to Lydia and
You
Morgan.
you got to gesture back. Lydia and Morgan aren't there.
What the fuck? Fair play.
They skedaddled.
Well,
They leave,
or
disappear. Like,
You don't know what
I
happened to
don't
them.
know. Okay.
you weren't watching.
You just kept walking confidently.
They skedaddled, they skedeedles.
Oh god. So what's the end game? What do you want from him? Like, just to torture him? Is that your whole deal?
Yes.
So are you done with the school? Like, do you have what you want?
Oh no, I want it all. I don't just want your school. I'm coming for your world.
And that's where we have a problem. You couldn't just settle. You couldn't just be content with what you have.
He took something from me when he left.
What did he take?
It doesn't matter. He brought it home.
Well, considering he's been kind of shady and all mysterious, I'm a little curious because I don't necessarily know that I trust him.
Osiris, get out of here!
And leave you here?
Yes!
I've considered it.
Why do you always think you have to do this on your own?
You can't be here.
I'm here, though. So maybe accept the help for once, you overconfident buffoon.
Marauder, the smile has not left Marauder's face. It's like he sits back down onto his throne.
How many are there like spirits actively torturing him now?
Oh yeah,
Okay, how many are there, give or take?
like 8.
Oh, okay, that's more than I want to deal with.
Right.
So what? I'm just supposed to leave you here to be tortured for eternity?
Yes.
You goddamn fool. Ghost punch one of the spirits tormenting him?
Okay.
Just punch his.
20.
You punch one of them spirits.
How do they react?
It takes the punch, like turns towards you, and takes a knee. Like it kneels.
Is that power of mine like doing its thing?
I mean, it's still calling out to you.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Can I call out to the spirits to make them stop, or try to make them stop? Or am I gonna have to like slap them around every time?
How do you go about it?
Oh god, how do I go about it?
Yeah.
So seeing that one kneel, I'll just look at the other ones and say, "Stop and come to me."
They all stop and they start coming to you.
I'm gonna look back at Mystic Mask. Can you free yourself, or are you too weak? Emphasis on the weak.
It's not a matter of being weak, Osiris.
Vague as always. Look back at the spirits. Point towards Marauder. Kill him.
They do not follow that command.
Oh, unfortunate. What fucking good are you
So
guys?
you're able to determine by that, it's like they're not responding to your power.
Right. I want to walk up to Mystic Mask and see if I can, like, is he, like, tied up or anything? Like,
There is mystic chains and runes all over him. Marauder. Marauder, I wouldn't do that.
Do you need help getting what he took from you? But what's the point of keeping him chained?
Bait.
Bait for who? Bait for me, because I'm here. In which case, what's the point of keeping him chained?
You're right. Mystic Mask disappears. Back
Would
into
I know for a fact that I was him, or would that have been an illusion, or would I not know?
From everything you can tell, like, it was probably his soul or spirit or whatever.
Gotcha.
You know, it's not physically him, because you know physical him is back in the real world.
Coma.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm here. What do you want? Do you want something from me? If he was bait and I'm here and now you made him disappear, what do you want? You don't have to be so cryptic in everything you say and do.
I don't have to anymore. Meanwhile, other group.
We're slowly making our way back.
Making our way downtown.
Hold on, let me. Where were you guys? Here we are.
We were in the graveyard.
I know. I just have to find which map you were in, so I could.
We should be back into the tunnel now.
Oh no,
Okay.
we're advancing.
Yeah.
You guys have you guys have seen all that already. Strangely, however, on your journey back there, you encountered no spirits, no zombie cheerleaders, no ghosts, no skeletons, nothing. Which just makes it a little bit more creepy, probably.
Yeah, but I don't like how easy that was to get here.
Hank, if you're still carrying, take another injury.
Were we able to leapfrog the thing vis-a-vis the way Jeremy was describing?
I completely missed what Jeremy described they were going to do.
Jeremy was basically telling them to, like, basically go, like, Hank go 120, then Jasper move up past Hank, and then Jeremy goes hop hop.
Yeah.
So basically, we're keeping it on the ground as much as possible.
He grabs it, hops, and then drops it when he gets to the end, and then they just move up, and he does it again. He teleports to Hank, then teleports to Jasper, using them as a midpoint.
Okay, who's holding the thing while this is going? Okay, so Jeremy, you take another injury.
Okay.
And sure.
Okay.
Because
So that helps us move more quickly with it, but it is still seeping energy
It
out.
is still seeping energy, yes. As you guys advance and walk past, hey kids. Hey kids. Did everybody freeze or?
let's see, just the screen.
Oh, there's everybody. It caught back up. Okay. Did you guys hear me at all?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. As you guys start like walking through, hey kids.
Nope.
Hank,
I don't
Hank
fucking
will look
trust
up.
it.
Yeah.
Hey kids.
I turn and look.
Yeah, like a look, but
You guys out of character already know what it is, but there's a giant wall with a stone face.
does it look like an infernal heart? I don't know what an infernal heart is, but it doesn't look like a heart.
It does not look like a heart, no.
Yeah.
Hank
It
will
looks
look
like
to
a
the other two and
giant
be
stone
like-
face.
Hank will look to the other two and be like, maybe there's a heart in its wall chest, but
There's clearly signs of fighting that have happened here. Like, it looks like a bunch of like the rocks at the base have been blown away. There's some clear punch marks in the face.
So something felt like it needed to fight the wall. I can't punch through a wall. I'm not going over there.
I can't shoot through a wall. Hank, can you punch through a wall?
Hank will look and see those things and be like, "Oh shit! Maybe Osiris and the Goth Bats came in after us. Maybe they went this way."
And as soon as he says that, there's an enraged scream from the east.
Okay.
Shit! All right, let's hustle, everybody.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Hey, no! Stop!
Okay. Skedaddle.
Cease and desist. Cease and desist.
For a split second, I thought that was the skeleton of the mountain yelling at us. Stop! No! Don't go!
No, it's me trying to paste your icons. And Jasper just kept moving more and more out of the way as I was dragging a box. And you guys come to this next area. Oh, that's just like one big giant palace. And there's a large red monster and Hellscream fighting the undead.
Without missing a beat, Hank will run up to lay out one of the zombies on Enrage K.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this one here in the middle.
Okay.
On Dante.
All right. Hank, give me your roll. Jasper, give me your roll. Pop! Instantly starts charging at you.
Fuck.
Jeremy, you can go ahead and take another injury.
Okay.
More and more of your soul seeps into the scythe of Solange.
I am putting it on the ground right now, though. Now that we're in this room.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna hold it while we're standing or while
no,
we're
hold
standing
it.
around fighting.
Hold it while you're fighting. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad.
Oh,
Just constantly like feeling it with my
Oh, a token for
blade
random
code.
harm. How kind.
Thanks, Deadly.
Jasper, take a harm.
hey, that's the first time I've taken all session.
Well,
It's not the first wound. Hank.
hold on. Well, let's see about that real quick. Does 13 beat your parry?
No, it ties my parry.
All right. Then roll tough.
I'm gonna spend a point on that.
Take one injury as zombie monster swipes on you.
Okay.
Enrage K. Whiffs, damn. Hell Scream. Screams. And hey, you guys finally see his powers. Jasper, you made a joke. It's like, what do? Scream real loud? Screams real loud, blasting like the bones and flesh apart off of a zombie.
Fair enough.
And Hype Man and Hank and Jasper give me two more attacks.
Well, because it's on me now, I'm gonna go ahead and do the multi for it. Just on the one that's on me.
Waste.
Yeah, Hank would have run around behind this one to, I don't know if flanking exists.
Oh, then add +2 and cool. Perfect. And done. They went up ahead.
Hank is
Y'all all right?
heavy. You guys okay?
They don't look all right, but they seem to be more focused on the task at hand.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see.
Hold on, let's see what.
No, Lutil, this is fine. Have you refreshed? Lutil was saying that your stream says, like, unavailable.
Weird.
I'm like, I'm looking at it.
Weird.
Yeah,
I don't
I've
know.
seen
I don't know.
Obviously on her end.
Okay, cool. And
that. Damn it. Yeah, we're just start following them. And
Yeah.
don't forget the scythe.
No, I'm not. I'm literally letting y'all run ahead so I can teleport with it, not pick it up and run with it.
all right, and back to the throne room.
It's a place I'm at.
So bridge is gone, right?
What?
The bridge is gone. From what
I will
heard.
I will add you when you come into this scene.
Okay.
How did hit?
All right. Osiris, I believe you left off with, so what? I'm here. Brr.
That's right. Being sassy and defiant towards Marauder.
Like you
Teenage angst and
you
whatnot.
sass and you like banter and everything, and Marauder just continues that big toothless smile. And like before, like when you like got done investigating the TV and he was outside and like he held the hand out towards the pane of glass, he just raises his hand towards you again.
What do you want from me? Exactly.
What I've gotten.
My time and companionship?
You came home.
Oh, fuck you. Ghost punch?
Secretly his father.
It'll load.
You can try.
I don't expect it to go well. My character sheet is not loading.
Plot twist. Marauder was always secretly
Yeah,
Osiris'
right.
father.
I just had to close it and reopen it.
There we go.
Formed mother.
That'll hit.
Crit that shit?
Crit? It's not a crit.
Oh, almost.
It's a dirty 20.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
What is the
Everything
tough DC?
besides super slow. Hold on. My whole internet's being super slow. I apologize.
It's okay. I can look at your sheet too.
19.
19, cool. 1 injury. Takes the hit, just pff.
Place isn't my home.
It's
I
amazing.
don't know you.
It's amazing how strong you've been, considering you've spent your entire life stolen from here.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Come on. I know you're the smart one out of your little group.
Oh.
Elaborate.
Years ago, the Ancient One opened a door. And he needed power to keep it open, and his class, his bright-eyed, beautiful students trusting him, offered to help. And he brought them all here, along with himself. And then, well, I slowly tracked and haunted them, found them, I trapped them, captured them. One of them was quite the slippery little boy, I'd say. And, well, and he'll gesture, you notice like the rivers of fire seem to like be pathways, and he found his way deeper into my home. He found my most prized and cherished possession, and he stole it. And then his teacher, in an act of grand heroic sacrifice, sent him away back to their own realm, along with my most prized possession.
Are you trying to imply that that was me?
Think about it.
Think about the fact that logistically none of that makes sense.
How?
They brought them here. This portal opened up in California, and they went into this place. I'm not even from this country. Or, I mean, obviously we're in a different realm, I guess. But why? Like, I had a family.
Did you? I mean, I'm sure he probably dropped off that tiny infant somewhere remote, somewhere where people and things wouldn't come to look for it. You have a teleporter, someone who sees real good, someone that's able to embolden others. How many people have you encountered that can interact with the dead, that can do what you do?
No one.
He gives a gesture. A bunch of skeletons like pop up out of the fire and start walking up.
You're really trying my patience with this. You know what I can do. Of course, you'd try to manipulate me into thinking that there's some grand reason I should join you.
I am the only person who isn't subterfuging or hiding what's going on, who you are, what you can do. Why do you think Mystic Mask was intentionally so vague? Why do you think he was so insistent that you don't help? Why do you think the second you arrive at the Prime Institute, he arrived at the Prime Institute? You've been saying all along it's been suspicious and oddly convenient. You were right. It was oddly convenient.
So what? You want me to join you?
I just want you to be you, my son.
Fuck you.
Yes, let the hate flow through me.
Let the hatred
Strike me down now and become more powerful.
Ghost punch.
He says, here on the eve of your guys' next level up. Weird how this is all conveniently planned. Bizarre.
Damn my backstories and convictions. I can be a supervillain.
Look, you didn't think Jeremy was going to be the only one that got backstory stuff, did you?
I could be a supervillain.
You guys should know me better than that by now. Come on. So yeah, for the rest of the team, you'll hear aloud as you enter this throne room, "Fuck you!" as well as a punch. And Eagle Eye, Jasper, I'm not going to make you roll because sight beyond sight. But but Jeremy and Hank, if you guys wanted to look ahead and see what's happening.
You want a perception roll?
Perception, please.
And even if they fail it, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh shit, he just got punched."
That is not perception, that is persuasion. Hold on. Started to click. a bit of better roll for me. Nope.
Wow.
Okay.
Fail it.
All right, so
Just narrate.
Look, I've had some life force drained.
Yeah, you both had some traumatic stuff happen.
I'm a little tired.
eats the punch, is like, And to think you've gotten this strong away from your home.
Imagine how much stronger I will get. And I don't need you to fucking help me with it.
A child always needs their father, Osiris. Or should I say, Lictuata.
Ghost punch!
What the fuck?
Oh, is this actual stuff you put into your backstory?
No, this is stuff that I took and ran with.
Yep.
Because he's like, I don't know how I got these weird powers. Like, I'll figure that out for
I'll
you, friend.
figure it out. Don't worry.
I gave a very vague, I like this idea. Run with it. If you'll allow it.
And surprise, I was fine with it.
He was very fine with it because now he gets to do some Darth Vader. I am your father.
I am
bullshit.
doing. No, there hasn't been too much Vader. There's been more Palpatine.
Been getting Hellboy.
Fill the hole.
All right, cool. He soaks it perfectly fine.
Of course.
All right.
Boom. It's like, no, you're not going to be able to do it this way.
Oh,
You should give in.
we're down here.
No, you guys are so far away. You do not hear this conversation.
No, but all you see is just Jasper looking between Osiris and Marauder, just like narrating what's going on.
You're asking me to do what I think you are. You can go to fucking hell.
How far does that? Jesus, it's a good distance. I'm not gonna.
No.
Oh, and for the other three, there is a distinct and very rhythmic thump thump, thump thump, all through this chamber.
Guess we're talking about hardness. What the fuck's going on up there?
When we can act when we're part of this.
Osiris yelled, "You can go to hell." The Marauder's literally just like,
So no one else came with us. It's just us.
you knew that Enrage K and Hellscream were with you, but like when you cross the threshold, it's like they just disappeared.
God damn it! All right.
Not ever doing that again.
Hank,
Not
look at
tapping into that.
Oh, look at what the humans did to you, Lictuata.
Stop calling me that.
That's your name.
Y'all need to go.
Ghost punch.
Hank will look at Jeremy and be like, "Get us across there.
Getting
We've got the weapon. We can take him down."
all worked up. My ghost punch is starting to
Yep.
Man,
It's like you go to swing, the ghosts go off to the side of him. And he's like, "They made you weak. They taught you that your power is something to be afraid of, instead of embracing."
Jeremy, didn't you
nothing
bring a
worth
ball with you?
embracing with this.
yes, but I can only
Okay, so
have.
sacrifice one of your links to one of us, and you.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't right now. Because the only link I can sacrifice, because of the way I would have had to do it, the next link to give up is the scythe.
Yep. It's the downside of his power.
Because I dropped Osiris for the ball, and then I had to drop one of you for the scythe, and to make it so that we could leapfrog, I would have to have dropped Eagle Eye to link Hank, and then drop the ball to link Eagle Eye. So now the current links is Scythe, Hank, Eagle Eye.
I'll carry the scythe.
So
Link.
go.
So, athletics checks, please. 3 of you standing there in front of River of Fire with no bridge.
How far is that? Let me see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 25.
All right, hold on. Thinking.
Hank will shout out just as loud as he can into this big fucking cavern. He'll say, "Don't worry, Osiris. We're here for you. We're coming." And I'll spend the hero point to inspire everybody. So +3 to your checks for.
All right. Well, then we'll do this.
So that's 14 then?
Did you want to save that? Because that's only for one. Is it for the scene? I forgot how we edited it.
We changed it to be for 3 turns.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'm not going to throw the ball, but I will chuck the scythe.
Why am I in the fire?
Because you have less than 15 on your athletics roll.
Yeah, I wasn't jumping. I was gonna throw the scythe.
I wasn't jumping. You said to roll athletics, so I just rolled athletics.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said, guys, there's a chasm, and assumed that would imply if you want to get to the scene, you give me your athletics roll to get in the scene. I'm sorry. I thought that was common sense.
No, I was gonna chuck the scythe.
See, I didn't hear the thing about the gun.
One of my links.
I literally said, you're right there. There's a river of fire. No bridge. But my bad. If you want to stay here and not do anything, equally cool. So,
Okay.
all right. Then, Jeremy, give me your athletics roll, please. For throwing the scythe, not jumping across.
Okay. God damn it. Burning a hair point.
Scythe falls in the lava.
Because fuck you, game. There we go.
Yeet!
And I'll grab Hank, since he's right next to me,
Okay.
and teleport back over.
I will tell him, boop, boop.
As soon as we teleport to the other side, Hank will just immediately be running.
Okay.
I assume we're going to be going into rounds as part of this, but
we can go into rounds as part of this. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
However, before you teleport over, or like throw the scythe, teleport over, land at scythe. Scythe pops. Scythe reappears in Marauder's hands.
That's cool.
Son of a bitch.
No, that's fine.
And he'll look at Osiris. It's like, very well. You've built connections. I'll tear you back down to what you should be. And it turns to completely ignore you as your teammates come running up.
Damn it.
All right, so here we go. Guys, click on your icons, roll initiative.
God damn it. I'm always on the freaking ruler. I'm like, why isn't it coming up? Why isn't it coming up?
Because you were measuring.
Yep.
Damn you, narratively appealing roll. Why do I have to go last?
You know why. You know why.
You've been shaken to your very core.
All right, and let's get some boss fight music going. Nope, not this one. Not that one. Actually, you know what? This will do. This is fine. All right, Jeremy.
All right. Teleporting to Jasper, grabbing Jasper, teleporting Hank.
All right, perfect. Boop.
Okay. that means I can zoom my map in a little bit. Completely throws off what I was going to do, but okay.
1, 2, floats over the chasm. Like his feet are just like in like the craft, how like that girl just like drags by her tippy toes. Marauder's doing that down towards the group. Hits open pit, still just floating along. Continuing down towards. And Jeremy, what is your dodge? DC.
Hold on, where is that one? Dodge DC is 16.
Cool. Misses. As like a blast of necrotic energy just flies out of Marauder's hand towards right at Jeremy.
These are pillars lining each side of this, right?
They sure are.
Okay.
Jasper.
We're gonna move over here.
Alright.
And then
Doing
do the multi-shot.
Both of those miss.
Sure. I figure both of those will probably miss.
Those are good rolls to be missing.
These would be good if they were against humans, but they're not.
Hank.
Hi, taters.
Let's see.
I love that this is more suspenseful than action. It's perfect.
yeah.
Great, I do love it.
Hank will step up a little bit, like ready to fight. How far away am I from this guy? And as he does, he'll call out to Osiris and say, I didn't hear any of that conversation between him and Osiris, so he'll say, Osiris, fuck, thank God we found you. We can use his scythe to tear him down and stop all this. Light him up, buddy, and I'll hit him with hype.
Your first hype of the night, of the session.
Yep.
Remind me what hype does exactly.
Your quirk goes up by 1 rank for 3 turns.
And this is the first time you've been hit with it. Yeah, so depending on what powers you decide to use, let me know and I will let you know the adjustments for them.
Okay.
Depending on what you decide to use.
Oh, that might get interesting.
Entirely up to you. Oh, hey, look at that. It's your turn. Oh, weird.
In the best way. Had this measured out. Osiris is gonna go running up towards Marauder and just throw a physical punch at him.
Oh.
Hype does not affect your physical punch.
No
Sorry.
fire. No fan.
So that is actually a 21 because of the inspiration.
Actually, speaking of, would that have made Eagle Eyes 15 and 18 to hit?
It would have, however, that is not high enough.
Okay. That's terrifying.
Jesus.
Oh, wow. It's like it's a boss fight, guys. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not tracting. I'm just scared.
You should be. You're in the hell realm with the hell thing. You're in his home, kicking his dog, stealing a box of ballpoints.
Yeah, I know.
You should be afraid. All right, what is the tough DC against your normal brawl?
Oh, yeah, let me scroll down and see.
Lower than what he rolled.
17.
Just eats it like it's nothing. It's like, your first tantrum as I take away your toys. Beautiful.
He's taking away nothing.
Jeremy. Oh, a hero point for Osiris.
Don't make me too
As the party circle jerk starts. Let's go.
All right. Don't know what to do just yet.
I will say that you guys did all hear that conversation, just that exchange that just happened.
All right. I don't know what to do.
Do you want to hold and think on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold right now.
Perfect. Marauder's turn. 6, 7, 8. Yes.
God damn it. Of course he has 2 extra squares.
Scythe.
I specifically was like, I'll hold back a bit so he can't get straight to me. Oh, never mind.
I mean, I did move him by his panels last time.
You're fine. I wasn't... Not that Hank could even see it, so...
I know. One.
A man just hoped. I went on my Combat 101. That beats my DC.
Hank will save.
Will save.
Slice. Take an injury.
Okay.
You take a knee. This is just like, phew. As if like you feel like a majority, not all of your soul, but like most of your spiritual essence just got reaped, whatever the verb is for it. It's like your will just like, I don't feel so alive anymore. Jasper.
Would it be obvious to Osiris? Like that's
Osiris,
what's
you
happening?
can plainly see what looks like a phantom of Hank get sucked into the scythe as it goes through him.
God damn it.
Multi-shot. Wow.
A crit and a bot.
Critical.
Crit.
All right, so
Is it into the spectrum
what
of
would you
that?
like? What would you like to add for the critical hit?
We're gonna add a +5.
Add +5 to that tough. Tough
Yeah.
of the pistol is normally what?
18? No. Yeah. Wait, hang on. Yeah, 18.
18, so 23. He takes 1 injury. And the second shot, guns jammed. You're going to you are going to have to spend all of next turn clearing it, and then you can shoot again the round after.
So I'm so glad I have 2 pistols.
Hank,
Hank will like cough out a big breath, look up. When that scythe strike hit, did I feel anything from like powers from it?
Yes. As we have previously discussed, magic is bullshit. Does indeed count as powers for you to detect.
Hank will kind of steady himself on his knee and push up, fists back up.
I see why you're the one he likes the most.
You're talking about his toys. You should be worried about yours. And I need the Scythe of Solange to make a will save.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and turn off the scythe.
You're going to try to turn off the scythe. Look at you,
Not doing
clever
his magic bullshit.
boys.
I don't want my soul stolen.
Oh, I need one more hit to get it.
I know. That's why I really don't want that to happen.
That's why I was tracking how much who took of what while carrying it. It was like, when it gets later, this is going to be very important. All right, you said will save for the scythe?
Mm-hmm. DC 14.
It's a scythe.
13.
Good thing it's a scythe and not Marauder.
And then I'll act to defend for the rest of my turn.
Marauder's just like, I'll just kill you normally then. Osiris!
Try me, Limitless.
Seeing the soul get ripped out of Hank and then hearing that. Oh my god. He's gonna yell out, Marauder, you're not killing anybody! You're gonna see this let me ask you real quick, Matt. Was that rank 1 up for that thing I haven't used?
Yeah.
What's the number?
That would increase it from 5 to 10.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Alright.
Oh, you guys don't even know.
Yeah.
So that like
just this thing we
green
didn't
aura that
need
you
to
sometimes
use.
see around Osiris.
Oh, you're doing
this
the
time we're
aura.
gonna-
Never mind, you do know it.
No, I'm doing something else.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the thing. I was just describing it. You're gonna instead of like the usual green color you see from his powers, you're just gonna see his eyes go like a jet black, and almost like a black, spectral lightning type thing around his arms as he hits the ground. And I'm gonna use my last power, which
Go ahead.
apparently,
Go ahead and click that die for me.
yeah.
For chat.
That's what I figured.
Necrosis. Necromancy. Osiris can summon up to 5 corpses into minions. Dead bodies must be present to use. But because it's hyped, it's 10. And you can go ahead and throw out any combination of the 3 variants you have. 10 of them.
There are a few bodies around here.
There are quite a few.
This is literally an underworld realm.
So after he hits the ground, you'll just see these bodies start like rising up.
Hey, big bear.
And
just to be real quick. Hold on, where are they? So all the ones that are labeled as Seeker. The corpses are slender figures with no arms, elongated torsos and necks with their eyes sewn shut. The defenders, they are bone-plated thick boys. So they're zombies that are just covered in bones. And the ones that say Ragers morphs into the semblance of a normal stereotypical zombie. So you hear Osiris get pissed, strike the ground with black lightning, and then a small little army of various assorteds pop up out of the ground.
is this what you wanted? I guess that's the end of my turn.
Yes. and you know what? We're just gonna make them all go at the end of the turn. So I'm fine with narration at this point,
Okay.
given that somebody said that we have to end a little bit early tonight. And this would be one long, drawn-out combat.
Yeah.
Right.
I need you guys, however you would like to distribute them, a total of 5 harms.
Okay.
You can all take 1. One of you can take more, so on and so forth, etc.
How many harms can you take? Total?
You can take total. You can take total up to until your toughness hits 0.
So my toughness is already at 0.
Yeah, I didn't know that before.
It's okay.
So
That's how the whole knockout blow, like finishing move thing happens. When you get to toughness 0, you can have knockout. You can have that applied to you.
I'm definitely already there myself.
yeah, I was already there before the fight even began.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Hank is.
Because we didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know. I was wondering like how many. Because you've always just told me when I got knocked out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take, if I can, I'll take 2.
Okay.
And knocked out, like.
And knocked out, so that would be a third one. I need 2 more.
So you get knocked out when
This
you.
This will not kill you. No.
No, I'm just saying you get knocked out after you hit 0, and you get.
So when you hit 0 and you take another one, you're knocked out.
Okay, gotcha.
I can't.
Yeah, we'll all be knocked out.
2 more.
Yeah,
2 more.
Stand up.
I'll get knocked out. Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take
Perfect.
knockout.
That's it. Oh wow, how thematic and perfect. Good job, guys.
Right? We're not letting Coy do this. He has to face his daddy issues.
Osiris, not Koi.
Yeah.
I'm aware of what I
All
said.
right. So as Marauder promises, like even though you summoned the Horde, he does not seem to like try to stop you or fight you at all, Osiris. He specifically only goes after those who you begrudgingly, you've never spoken aloud, you view as your friends.
God damn it.
And you see them fall one by one by one. As your Horde like continues to like tear chunks out of him, screams, everything. Defensive auras around the bodies as they fall. You move your defenders to position, so on, so forth, etc. And finally, like, as they all fall, turn back to look at you and like holds out his hand one more time. Then he poofs into a purple aura of a spirit as he takes like the last damage possible. On a breath, it's just like so much stronger than you realize. That purple aura like kind of like floats and like swirls around you a bit before dissipating. Scythe clatters onto the ground. Now, Cyrus, give me some treatment rolls.
Osiris has now claimed the Reaper's scythe.
Considers.
It is called the Scythe of Solange. Thank you very much.
You said treatment?
Treatment.
Yeah.
One. You want 3 of them?
I want 3 of them. First one will go for
Alright.
Hank.
Hank. Jeremy. Jasper.
He obviously likes me more, guys.
You're
Hank-
the one who threw the scythe. He has to make sure you're well enough to get beat
Hank,
again.
Hank, Jeremy, you guys are up. Jasper, you're stabilized. Still unconscious.
I'm fine with that. I can be carried. I'm the lightest one here.
Are these zombies still like around? Or have they
Oh, yeah.
gone back to?
They all, like, once the threats are eliminated, most of them, except for the defenders, which you had placed on your friends,
Really?
all the others, like the Seekers and the Ragers, come back and, like, phalanx around Osiris.
I love the visual of them regaining consciousness, and there's just a zombie in their face.
Bone-plated thick boy.
In a defensive stance for them.
Right.
Hank will look up as Osiris is treating folk and kind of cough a bit. Where is he? Where'd he go?
He's gone. Dead. For now.
Is his scythe still here?
Scythe is on the ground.
Point towards it. It's right there. Are you okay?
Just close my eyes for a moment, Coach. We can use that to stop him. If we can get his soul and put it into that beating heart, it'll shut down everything he's doing. But if he's gone, we might just have to get out of here.
How do you know all this?
Other side of the cavern, there's a grave. Ancient one is trapped there.
I thought Marauder was the ancient one.
Nope,
No,
you're wrong.
He's
Humbling experience.
Nope, you're wrong.
Hank will like shoulder up Jasper into a fireman's carry.
I'm definitely saying that when Jeremy woke up and saw a bone guy in his face, he definitely just teleported to a random link.
Teleport to a random link. There's more zombies.
Zombies. Oh, shit. Fighting pose. Still.
They're fine.
All right, you called those. It takes a second.
I'll dismiss the zombies, I guess.
Okay. You're allowed to. They're your zombies.
Cool.
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't sure. I haven't used it yet. So.
He was just like, oh, right. It's new power. Didn't know. Not used to that.
They'll just all fall back and crumble back to.
The Goth Bats, I'm not going to drag their icons, but the Goth Bats, as soon as Marauders like dissipate and stuff, also like reappear in the chamber with you.
Oh, did they see the zombies?
They did not.
Oh.
They're literally like all of them are like back to back, like clearly like in Rage K, like it's like suddenly swinging on air.
It's fine, guys. He's gone.
Thump thump. Thump thump.
Just gonna look over at Hank when I hear the
Thump.
thumping again.
Is that the thump slowing down?
Yep.
If we destroy it, we lose everybody he's reaped. We lose Mystic Mask, we lose everybody. We have to put his soul into it, according to the Ancient One. And I don't know how to do that if he's gone. I don't really know how to do it at all, actually, but I thought the scythe was the key.
Who do we really lose? The guy who lied and deceived us the entire time?
Hate. That hate.
I don't know.
After seeing all this, it was kind of for our own good.
I don't know what Marauder told you. All I know is Mystic Mask is the number 2 hero. And maybe he's a bastard, but he saves lives. And he'll kind of straighten up a little bit. We're heroes. And we save lives.
Without
Even
his soul,
bastards.
what do we do?
I can't even pick that thing up. It drains me to hold it.
How so?
Takes
Drains me. I don't know.
your life force.
Sucks the energy right out of you.
Can Osiris pick up the scythe?
Sure.
Pick up the scythe? See
Hey.
what it does?
Such lightweight. Awesome. This is a really well crafted
Perfect
weapon.
weapon.
Pick it up, twirl it. What are you talking about, man?
Oh, obviously it wasn't meant for us.
I'd show you, but it's not nap time again yet.
Yeah. Don't go dying on me. At least I can walk away from loving you.
Can you? What happened to him? Did they tear him up? What happened?
That's what happened, right? The zombie space is just like ripped him to shreds.
Yep, and he dissipated into a purple aura that swirled around you for a little bit and then went away completely.
Can you summon him if he's dead?
It's a good question. Could I like see if he like does he have a spirit left? Like, I don't know.
That's great. You don't know.
I don't.
You haven't explored your powers like this before.
Can I peer across the veil with the scythe in hand?
You peer across the veil. You're still in that game room.
Oh, that's weird.
You've never peered across the veil from the other side.
I'm gonna stop. Look back at Hank. That was weird. Oh, you said that beating's coming from this hole, right?
The very slowed down? Originally, yes, it was
Yeah.
coming from the hole.
Oh yeah, I want to go like peek down this hole because I've not done that yet.
Okay.
Is there like a heart down there? I don't know.
The vast chasm of darkness.
I don't know what to do.
Was that Koi or Osiris whispering?
Both.
You're right. You don't know what to do. Magic
Well-
101 hasn't covered this bullshit.
No. Oh.
Well, we know
But
someone
what
who
does
does
news
know what to
say?
do.
Ooh. Stay back to.
The Ancient One.
Sean. Or what about Mystic Mask? You said his spirit was here. Can you call it?
I never said it was here. I just said he lied and deceived everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
You're good. You're good.
confused with what I remember, what I saw from earlier. Then.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
So, because
Well-
Edgar's on a bit of a time crunch,
Yes. Head back
Mo-
to the ancient one.
more
That's what I would
narration. Ancient One or Ancient One, which is going to be your way out either way.
Yeah.
Continue, and this is an ongoing arc which we will return to in the future, because
I think you
Right.
froze a little bit there. We heard
Yeah, you
Ancient One.
froze.
Yeah,
and
we heard
froze.
Ancient One, and then you stopped moving.
right. So you can go back to the Ancient One, get out of here, and this is something that gets done at a later point in time in the story, like, or stay and I tell you guys off stream what ends up happening.
I kind of want chat to know what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to leave that from my chat or yours.
Essentially, Ancient One is going to tell you what you need to do, but you are not able to do it right now.
Gotcha. So
'Cause
we
you do
will
not
find
have the
some-
magical understandings of how to do such things.
Ancient
Yeah.
one and get out of here, I guess.
And
people
boom,
decide.
back in the game room
Yep.
of some old building. The threat of the Marauder finished.
For now.
Sure, for now. Dot,
For
dot,
now.
dot.
Dot.
I wasn't letting you know a story arc had been concluded, but that's fine. Yeah, no, totally. Marauder totally comes back.
He's gone.
We don't know what to expect with you, Matt, and in this series.
That's
Come
fine.
on.
Listen,
Anyway.
for anybody who actually watches My Hero Academia, you know, usually it's like there's one villain for the first half of the season, and then there's a whole different arc for the second.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
And here we are at a halfway point. Weird.
Weird.
Mhm.
Weird.
Weird.
Guys, this has been Heroes Ascension episode 8, titled Darkness Creeps In, Danger on the Horizon.
Dun.
Dun dun dun. We were joined tonight by Magic Ashley, Ashley the Mage, the Brick portraying Jasper, Osiris portrayed by Koikio TV, Jeremy portrayed by Brad with no R, and Hank portrayed by 21st Century Balder. Let's see here. Jasper, nomination.
Giving it to Hank for our little spat with around the scythe after getting it.
Hell yeah. Jeremy, Osiris. That was one for Hank. And then Hank.
I'm gonna give one right back to Jasper. There's been tension brewing there for a while now, and this
Stressful.
set some of that steam off.
Yep.
This hellscape we were in.
Hell yeah. Jeremy?
Should I know what you're talking about?
I'm going to give it to us for deciding to just ignore his team and just team up with the other team.
We joked last time that he's going to leave you all for the Goth kids, and then he went and did it.
We knew he would.
And finally, Osiris.
I don't know if this falls under the like Jasper Hank dispute, but just like Hank's entire like mood swing and change when he like got flustered down there. Loved it.
Yep, nope, because I was ongoing. That wasn't just for the arguing with Jasper. That was the entire night.
That's the thing that got me is, oh man, we haven't seen this side of Hank.
All right, and that is all of our props. Guys, if there are particular things you maybe want, shoot me DMs, because I'm going to be leveling up your sheets over the course of the next week.
The cool scythe.
Yeah. Cool scythe.
You've already got the side.
Right, but it's not on his sheet yet, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, you get the bladed weapon, Matt.
I do know something I would want.
Cool. Again, just shoot me DMs. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on your Saturday afternoon. We will be back next week for episode 9, A Simple Patrol, Part 1, Small Time Crime.